Hey, how's it going? It's Griffin Fanning from Minnetonka Gen Z Consulting. Um, I'm the lead consultant here. I've been looking forward to this meeting since the last time we spoke. How's the family been? How have you been with this crazy pandemic? Um, it seems that your mic is something. Maybe your mic is either muted or something's wrong with it. Is it muted? No, it's not muted, so that means something wrong may be going on with it. So we can discuss that after this presentation and just catch up. But why don't we get into business? So today's agenda consists, or the agenda of today's presentation consists of first discussing the research methods that I used for this operations research. Secondly, finding the findings and conclusions of this research. Third, the introduction to my strategic plan um, that I produced called Excel. Um, and then four is the budget. Part four is the budget for that strategic plan. And for the last part, it's a presentation wrap up. So at that point, I will answer any questions in the chat or answer questions that you have. So with that, I ask that you mute your mics for the duration of this presentation, and I will address all questions that you may have at the end of the presentation. So one, research methods. My research for this operations research consisted of um, not only primary research, but secondary research as well. Under the primary research category was the CEO interview with Patrick Foss, the CEO of Excelsior Brewing Company, a COVID-19 brewery survey, which consisted of participants 21 and up, ages 21 and up, and they're both male and female. And the third primary research method was a customer interview with Nicole Williams, who is an active brewery visitor, not only at Excelsior Brewing Company, but other local breweries as well. Prior to researching, I concluded that primary research was going to consist of the majority of our findings, and secondary research, whether that be from research from the company website or just general online research, will be used to supplement those findings from the primary research methods. So before we get into the findings of today, the goal is I wanted to quote a data quote that is from Carly Fiorina, who is the former CEO of HP or Hewlett Packard. So I felt that this quote was very relevant to our data acquisition and how the actual data process works, or data acquisition process. So the quote states, "The goal is to turn data into information and information into insight." So findings and conclusions of the research. So finding one was, it consisted of the fact that customers prefer aspects of community involvement and creativity in their craft beverages. And that was found through not only the customer survey that it and through the short answer questions within the customer survey that stated that the brewery is one of the biggest aspects of the community, and that's what I look for in a brewery. And the second was the customer interview. So, and that was of Nicole Williams, who stated that directly that she looked for community involvement and creativity within craft beverages. And then finding two was that Minnesota breweries and Excelsior Brewing Company as a whole have been arguably the most affected by these COVID regulations and the COVID pandemic in the state of Minnesota, or in the most heavily affected. And that came as a result of the conversation with not only Patrick Foss, the CEO interview, but also the conversation with a brewery customer, Nicole Williams. And on top of that, there are lots of mentions of the effects of breweries in the customer survey, or in the brewery survey, stating that when they open up and it's safe to go in there, that they will be supporting their local breweries as much as possible. And then finding 3 consists of the fact that customers will be heavily reliant and more reliant on breweries to take more precautions and safety measures than before COVID-19. So not only the new measures that are required on top of old measures, but also they're looking for more measures in breweries. So with findings 2 and 3, they kind of coexist, that the fact that whatever sales tactic we implement and new item we implement will have to consist of something that works not only around COVID-19, but works with it and works after. It shouldn't be a short-term solution, but also a long-term. And then below you see the chart, which states how important will increased safety measures from breweries being your decision to go out. And roughly a third of the responses said it will be the most important, or very important. So the introduction to the strategic plan. So I call the plan Excel. So the E in Excel stands for expansion of portfolio through community involvement. And that includes the advertisement, or including an active social media and advertising on social media through the various Excelsior Brewing Company accounts. And then the creation of a new craft beverage that the community selects through various surveys. And then not to forget the relaunch, basically an effective relaunch of three beers that were produced as the COVID-19 pandemic hit. So the X then stands for Zenile customer service, which is, in case you don't know what the word Zenile means, it means hospitable. So, and the plans of this part of the plan, or parts of this plan, include a weekend customer service retreat for employees. That includes, it's broken up into 2 7-hour days. It's almost a team building retreat, along with 5 hours of workshops that improve customer service, as that will not only improve sales, but also just improve reviews of the actual brewery. So, and then part C is the implementation of, or part C stands for the commitment to customer safety and satisfaction. So, and that includes the implementation of outdoor seating and ice clams, and additionally, the implementation of a new virtual craft beer tasting kit, which includes videos explaining how the beers came about, or how the beverages came about. And then E stands for, the second E, I should say, stands for an engagement in social media. And this plan, or this part of the plan, highlights hiring a new social media employee. And from there, activating more engagement within our social media accounts. And then the final part of the Excel plan, the L, stands for learn to listen and respond to customers. Our research found that customer service and customer involvement, along with the customer voice, are some of the most important aspects in a hospitality service, which include restaurants. So, and for that, The L stands for launch monthly, or the L includes the plan of launching monthly emails through an email subscription list. And within those emails, EBC addresses customer concerns, customer questions, and accepts customer suggestions, along with it's just an overall newsletter about the actual brewery. So, and the entire time frame for this plan lasts from November 13th, 2020. So part of it is already in place to June 14th, 2021. So, and then the budget for this strategic plan is a total of $20,521.50. And that covers monthly social media advertising, the production of 5 batches of community selected beer, a world-class customer service training package, which is the workshop for part X. And then for part C is it includes the ice clams, that's the part that's already in place, and customized jumbo wood crates to appeal to the cool aspect of the virtual craft beer tasting kit. And then part E highlights the social media employee, which would be a Generation Z member, as that they are probably the most involved in technology out of any generation. And then part L highlights the email subscriber marketing, which is roughly $100 or $350 per 1,000 emails sent within the subscription. So, and then the objectives for this entire strategic plan include increasing customer awareness of EBC's COVID-19 guidelines, along with promoting the social media. And then the final objective would be increasing EBC's sales by 25% for the year of 2021 compared to the year of 2020 sales. So now I open up for questions. I do not see any in the chat right now, but if anyone wants to turn on their mic, they may and ask a question. All right, it doesn't seem like there's any questions. So I'm going to leave my business card with you. Feel free to screenshot that. My email is griffin.fanning@gmail.com, and my mobile number is 612-760-3380. So, and with that, thank you. And if your mic is still not working, or if any of your mics are still not working, just call my mobile number. We could catch up and discuss any questions you may have had, any follow-up questions that you may think of. But otherwise, thank you so much.